Take the witness stand before the Agrava fact-finding board on the Aquino slaying. Alert customs authorities foil a $320,000 smuggling attempt.
Good morning, News Watchers. Our major stories in the final edition of News Watch. A new witness has ruled out Rolando Galman as the alleged assassin of former Senator Benigno Aquino Jr. Another attempt to smuggle $325,000 out of the country has been foiled. Abroad, President Reagan has ruled out any disciplinary action against U.S. commanders in Beirut in connection with security lapses. The Soviet Union has confirmed that Yuri Andropov has been hospitalized for a still undisclosed illness. And in sports, it's now official that our very own Bobby Berna is the world junior featherweight boxing champion of the International Boxing Federation. A surprise witness testified yesterday afternoon that he saw Aquino's alleged assassin joking with soldiers moments before the assassination of the former senator. 28-year-old Ramon Balang, a Philippine Airlines ground engineer, told the Agrava board that he did not believe that the alleged assassin, Rolando Galman, fired the shot that killed Aquino. Balang was the second civilian in a week to dispute the military version of Aquino's murder. After his closed-door testimony before the Agrava board at a law office in Makati, Balang had a chance to be interviewed by media men. The board called up Defense Minister Juan Ponce Enrile, who assured the panel that he would give Balang full protection. We'll have a replay of that interview with Media Man later on. Earlier in the day, the board heard the testimony of another military witness in a public hearing at the SSS in Quezon City, and Luchi Cruz of KBS News was there.
At the foot of the stairs, said he saw Galman appear from nowhere, pull out his gun, and fire at Aquino. He was a little over 3 meters away from the foot of the stairs when the shooting took place. Asked where Galman could have come from, he said he did not notice, and this prompted board member Dante Santos to inquire how Fernandez could have such sharp recall of minor details and not notice where the alleged assailant came from. Also, after much prompting, Sergeant Fernandez admitted that he saw Sergeant Miranda in Barong Tagalog coming down the stairs with Aquino and his 4 escorts.
Meron bang nakapolo barong nakasama nilang bumababa? Ang napansin ko lang po yung mga naka-uniform dito. Natatandaan mo ko sa anong pwesto. You remember when Upilas, Fabiana, Catador, Torio R, but you do not remember what you saw coming down? Hindi ko naintindihan. Paano you remember those 4, and yet you do not remember the people coming down. Natandaan mo yung pwesto ng 4. Pwesto, ha, kung saan nakatayo. Opo. Samantalang hindi mo natatandaan kung ilan na bumababa. Ipaliwanan mo nga sa akin paano nangyayari yan.
According to him, Sergeant Miranda at that time was carrying a bag and was still on the staircase when the shooting occurred. A reenactment of the incident was made in the course of today's proceedings, during which Fernandez, posing as Galman, demonstrated how Galman shot Aquino and how fast the action was accomplished. Sergeant Fernandez had a number of hesitations about his testimony, and only after much prompting did he get to recall certain important details. On the day of the killing, he himself was in civilian clothes without any ID. He said he was originally tasked to control the crowd at the arrival area when at around 12:30 he was transferred to the tarmac area to stand guard at the foot of the stairs. Lucy Cruz for KBS News.
Old Ramon Balang, a Philippine Airlines ground engineer, was interviewed by Media Man, and here's that interview.
You have narrated vividly what you saw to the board. And you have formed by yourself a conclusion. The question is, has Mr. Galman, to your opinion, the chance to fire a shot on Senator Aquino?
I don't think he has the opportunity to fire a shot. We don't have the opportunity to fire a shot.
Why?
As I have mentioned before, the position and the manner he was just standing there, not smiling and not even resisting to his to the Absicom personnel who surrounded him, and therefore I conclude that he doesn't have the chance to fire the shot.
Because it was already late, Board Chairman Corazon Agrava requested General Counsel Andres Narvasa to issue a resume of Balang's testimony.
He saw this man in white, whom he surmised to be Senator Aquino, being brought down the staircase. Mr. Aquino was being held by the arms on both sides by two soldiers in khaki uniform. There were two other soldiers there was one other soldier in khaki uniform following. And then a group of 3 to 5 gentlemen in Barong Tagalog. We cannot say, however, how many were in short sleeves Barong Tagalog and how many were wearing long sleeves. The party proceeded down the staircase at a normal pace. Mr. Balang could see the face of the man in white, more particularly the right side of the face of the man in white and the faces of his escort. And then the man in white veered towards his left, the left of the man in white, such that he presented only the back of his head to the view of Mr. Balang. It was the idea of Mr. Balang that the man in white and his escort were proceeding towards the SWAT van, which was in that area at that time. It was at this juncture that Mr. Balang then proceeded to the post, where he wanted to fill in his check sheet. He looked at his watch to determine the time, because he was supposed to enter the time in his check sheet. And as far as he recalls, it was exactly 1:05 in the afternoon at that time. At this point in time, he heard a shot. He immediately turned in the direction whence he imagined the shot had come. And he saw the man in white beginning to fall to the ground face down. He looked towards the rear of the SWAT van because he saw several persons there. And he saw a man in blue, wearing a light blue shirt and a dark blue denim pants, which he took to be the uniform of a maintenance
driver of the cargo loading truck.
Driver of a cargo loading truck. He has already described what he saw. This man in blue had his face turned towards Mr. Balang. At that time, there were in front of this man in blue, as far as Mr. Balang can recall, 4 soldiers in Absicom SWAT uniform. This man in blue was smiling at the soldiers in blue, and you heard him say that he sensed that the man in blue had his palms upright, had his palms extended slightly in front of him with palms upward. And he surmised that from the position of the upper arms and the elbows of that man. All of a sudden, he heard a fusillade of shots, and he saw the man in blue begin to fall, and actually fall to the ground, face up. He was, however, unable to tell us when the shots came.
To other